Hey, Vsauce, Michael here. Where are
Hey
your
everyone,
fingers?
I'm finally back with Nekojishi after quite a bit. Kinda feels weird to be back to this after a change. Well, at least I guess there's also leopards here, but they don't want to kill you. At least I don't think they won't. Hopefully they won't. So yeah, lately I've been kind of finishing up a whole bunch of things, because you know, being productive is pretty nice and all, but if you never finish anything that you start, then you might as well just not do anything. So this is kind of next on my list, and I think after I'm done I'm going to do like kind of an announcement and talk about what to expect from me in the future in terms of content and things like that. So we're just going to get back in this. The only problem is I have absolutely no idea where I was at last time. I guess it would have been kind of a good idea to watch the previous things. Yeah, I think it's been, yeah, almost a month. God damn. So yeah, I think that was the right save. So we're gonna get started. So, it's Friday already, huh? We're just going to go back to this. I think I had kind of like the same voice as like Perot, except with like 50% more voice crack. Whoa. Yo! Here we go, that's the one. What, what is it? What's wrong? Senpai jumped out of nowhere with intense determination, almost shocking the living daylights out of me. Yo, let's go to the hot spring this weekend. Hot springs? Mm-hmm. Hasn't it been super cold lately? It's a perfect time to enjoy a nice warm hot spring. Soaking yourself in hot water, munching on some snacks. That's the best thing in winter. Now that you mention it, I've never been to a hot spring before. By the way, isn't that expensive? It's not cheap, but it's only the cost of like 1 or 2 dinners out at most. I totally do it once a month. Wouldn't you agree? For the price of 1 or 2 dinners. I already spent heaps on books and things this month. I don't think I've got any more money to squeeze out of my budget. Don't you want to go? Well, really no, you only see it in anime. And wouldn't we be bathing with a bunch of strangers? And then a pretty girl shows up all of a sudden? Stop talking about anime plots. Besides, mixed gender hot springs are super rare these days. Actually, they're usually separated by gender, though you can get public springs which have a bunch of strangers together. That's not fun when we can enjoy a private bath with each other. It's a small room with a big bath inside. It'll be all ours. I highly recommend it to you freshmen. Private bath. Wouldn't that be even more expensive than public baths? Well, yeah, but it's on me. You won't have to pay a cent. There's a trap, I can feel it. Really? I don't want you to waste your money. I mean, it's only like 2 dinners out, like I said. Just don't think about it, accept my generosity, accept the opportunity. Yeah, but what I really wanted to say was, that's Young Chuchi's money, not yours. Come on, I said it's okay. You're not going to disrespect your senpai, right? Alright, fine, let's go for it. Okay, I don't even get a choice. That's not going to end well. Yeah, it's a bit strange, but I couldn't refuse him. He really wants this. In what feels like barely a second, senpai is already on his phone looking up the hot springs for this weekend. Well. Next morning we take off in a bus heading to the depths of the mountains. Eventually we arrive at the old street village surrounding the hot springs. Wow, there's a lot of people here. It doesn't appear vastly different from the main street back home. many people. Oh, so you've never been here, Yao? Nope. I'm from the south, so I've never had need to. Really? But this place is famous. You've been in Taipei for more than half a year now, and you haven't gone sightseeing at all? Hey, I have no money. Come on, give me a break. Oh, you poor kid. You don't need to call me kid, senpai. Well then, let me, your wonderful senpai, introduce this place to you. Now, where should we start? Alrighty, did you notice how we drove beside a creek on the way up here? Since there's heaps of natural hot springs here, a bunch of them are directly connected to that creek. So basically, the creek itself is warmed by the springs, for I've never had the chance to feel it personally. I've even heard that there's a bunch of private baths nearby, and most of the houses beyond these merchants here probably have them. You know, I wonder what came first, people finding the hot springs or people building the old street. Besides, I don't think it'd be a great idea just to go in the creek water. Some people do it because it's free, but it's probably not the best idea. Now then, enough with the boring stuff. Our destination is over there, let's go. Senpai hurries me along the street enthusiastically. The other two walk behind us. A lot of his wares seems quite familiar. I look around, preserved plums, roasted corn, almond tea, mochi, and so on. It's pretty typical for a market street like the one from back at home. Though a few special things to catch my eyes, for example, a clouded leopard. There's some wild boar sausages. Leopard is currently staring at them. That's gonna be another choice, huh? There are many wild boars in the mountains of Taiwan, and boar cuisine is an indispensable part of Taiwanese aboriginal culture. In the past, a roast boar would have been able to feed an entire tribe for dinner. However, in modern times, roast boars are usually prepared and sold as small sausages, allowing city people to get a chance to enjoy this traditional delicacy. Other dishes, such as stone barbecues and bamboo rice, are considered more modern aboriginal cuisine and are very popular in Taiwan. Yo, we should get this. Tiger is drawn toward the roast suckling pig, which has been prepared into tiny meat cubes right at the shop. Good that we get all that food lore. Okay, I've eaten not so long ago. Roast suckling pig is a traditional Chinese cuisine with a long history. Similar cuisines can also be found in other cultures around the world. Traditionally speaking, roast suckling pig refers to a dish involving a whole pig, but smaller sizes are more popular these days. You can even find the dish sold in night markets. In Chinese tradition, the pig is considered an important sacrifice. Nowadays, Cantonese-style suckling pig is well known around the world, probably because of the popularity attained from the local population's great respect to the former sacrifice traditions. In the formal sacrifice rite, 3 kinds of sacrifice must be prepared: raw, half-cooked, and well-cooked. It's fucking raw! According to some traditions, raw sacrifices are for the guardian tigers, half-cooked sacrifices are for the primal gods, and goddammit, I did a right click and closed it. So the well-cooked sacrifices are for the ancestors. For ordinary families, an easy way to prepare this is to provide 3 different dishes made from just 1 suckling pig. Now we should wait to buy food until after our bath. I could do with a snack, but considering I have to eat whatever tiger and leopard want to, I suddenly feel super duper full again. Yes, senpai is right, we might as well go to the hot spring first. Alright? Come on guys, let's get there already.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
I end up needing to push tiger and leopard to pry them away from the food and get moving. Luckily, there's heaps of people around and I don't stand up doing so, even if I am pushing mid-hair. Hey, over here! Senpai runs into a nearby building. The building itself resembles a traditional Japanese inn. He walks to the counter, handing two booking slips to the receptionist. So Senpai already had everything booked online and printed. I didn't even notice. It's more in terms of things than I thought. The receptionist finishes booking her scene and we're led to our bathroom. At first glance, the bathroom is big. A marble pool takes center point while its water streams from the hot springs toward the back of the room. Towards my feet, near the entrance, is a small resting area. That looks like a really cool thing, like the view you get from here. Even after several more glances, I'm still astonished by its size and grandeur. How upscale. Lavish. Why does it feel like they're scolding me? It's not like this was my choice. The staff member shows us where to find some robes, towels, and drinking water. Then they remind us of a time limit, wish us to enjoy our time and leave us be. I think I missed some of that.
Alright, Liao, the clock's ticking, so let's get started. You can store your clothes here and your robe is hanging up over there. I don't normally use the slippers, but you can use them if you want. People sweat a lot from the heat in here, so even though you're in water, don't forget to drink. Got it, Liao?
You seem quite the regular customer, huh?
I love hot spring after all. I wouldn't recommend any less than the best for you, Liao.
This place seems expensive. I don't know anything about hot springs, but I know this room can be cheap.
Don't worry about it. I had some discount vouchers, so it wasn't that expensive. It's a great chance to host you somewhere nice.
Really? I'm still uneasy about it. Is it really okay to just let Senpai pay for the bill?
Yeah, well, I told you it's fine. Anyways, isn't it cool that we get to have 4 people in there with only 2 tickets?
4? Oh yeah, there's us as well as Tiger and Leopard, but should they really be considered as people? I agree, it's quite the deal.
Yeah, I knew the old man would see reason. Anyway, come on. Let's stop wasting time talking. Take off your clothes, Liao.
What?
What? You gonna get in with those clothes on or something? Did you even notice the shower over there? Hot spring rule number 1. Clean yourself before stepping into the spring.
I know, but... I know this is pretty normal at hot springs, but this is way too embarrassing. Senpai should go first.
Sure, no problem, I just...
Senpai turns on the faucet, the bath beginning to fill. Next he starts to remove his clothes then and there.
Whoa!
It was so sudden that he didn't get a chance to walk away or give him space. I can't just keep staring at his naked body. I turn my head away in a meager attempt to restore Senpai's privacy. I don't think he really gives a damn about it. Yo, what are you doing? You must take a shower sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I know. Why is that his business all of a sudden? Just turn around.
Alright, what a timid child. I send a sharp look around the room, making sure nobody's watching me. The sound of Senpai's shower patters on the floor as I began to remove my clothes. I try to get it done with quickly, but once my clothes are off, the patter of the other shower ceases. Senpai, this is a sneaking mission. I turn my head to look, but I don't see Senpai.
Right here, Liao.
Senpai is already shoulder deep in the freshly steaming bath.
Water's ready, Liao. Hurry up.
Please don't keep staring at me, Senpai.
Okay, you're so shy, Liao.
Senpai looks somewhere else for the moment. I turn my shower on and hurriedly wash myself. Now all that's left to slip into the bath. Hot. Careful.
Whoa!
It's a warning too late. I retreat almost as fast as I went in. The heat was more than I had anticipated.
Be careful, Liao. You gotta get in the bath slowly and let your body get used to the temperature.
That'd be great, but I don't want this staring at me the whole time. Yeah, I'm sure I'm the kind of dumbass who just jumps into the water no matter how cold or hot it is. I take a deep breath and ease down into the steamy water.
Whoa, that's awesome.
Huh? I sit in the water, suffering through the burning feeling taking over my whole body. Are people supposed to think this is relaxing?
Nicolo, old man, come on in. Even if you guys don't have bodies, you can still enjoy the atmosphere.
Well, let me see. The water really is rather hot. Tiger puts a paw into the water, as if it wasn't even there. The water refused to ripple at all. Leopard just shoved his entire arm into the water, grimacing from the heat. Ah, so hot.
Well, it's gonna hurt if you get in too fast, though you'll feel really good once you're used to it.
Why do I feel like you're implying something?
Fisting?
I'd say the one with the impure mind here. Damn it, you're the one who said it, senpai.
Alright, I will try this hot spring.
What about your clothes, though? I mean, sure, the tiger's clothes aren't real, but it'd still be strange to see him wearing them underwater. However, as soon as he fully submerges himself, his clothes disappear in the blink of an eye. What? Where are your clothes?
I took off my garments. You wouldn't bathe with them on, would you?
I mean, so you can make your clothes disappear?
Well, of course. As you know, a god doesn't have any fixed appearance.
So you can do that anytime?
Correct. However, I consider my regular garments a part of my official appearance.
Okay, so gods can change their clothes. That's cool. Talking about gods and their clothes, Leopard just stepped into the water.
Whoa.
And here you go. I gotta say, this is a fantastic view. Leopard's just standing there, the steam rising around his well-defined body. My head pounds as I see the reflection of his V-line mirrored into the surface of the misty hot spring water. Tiger rests his back against the bath wall. The towering form of this rugged, handsome body contrasts well with his serene space tip in tradition. Just the face he's making. Meanwhile, Senpai is trying to swim in the bath, his lithe body exposed under the rippling steamy water. This is so tempting. Oh, you okay there? You gonna tell me he's got a nosebleed? You're having difficulty with something? What are you talking about? Hey, don't be shy, let me check it out. Senpai attempts to fill me up under the water and I dodge him as swiftly as I can manage in the steaming hot bath. Hey, cut it out! I just want to check, I'm not going to... Fun. Ah!
Be quiet, kitten.
Tiger just smacks Senpai over the head, not forcibly, but it wasn't so soft either. Senpai rears back, covering his head. He looks like he's about to cry. It's adorable in a way, but I don't feel pity for his pain after he just tried messing with me. But now I'm used to the temperature, finally getting a chance to enjoy this so-called relaxation by leaning against the bath wall and letting the warmth seep through my body. My itches fade away as the heat massages all of my muscles and the stream comforts what parts of me remain above the water. I close my eyes and face upward. The water from the hot springs feels different, but it feels good. After spending some time in the bath, I can feel sweat starting to drip from my head. If you stay in too long, you start to feel dizzy. Oh, alright. Why don't you go drink some water, then after resting a bit you can come back in. And I'm going to make sure to take a look at everything as you come out. I get out of the pool and notice the temperature difference instantly as a wave of cool air spreads over my body. I quickly grab my rope and a bottle of water. It really works. I told you. Senpai's left the bath as well. He walks around with the rope on, which is too large for him, the lower hand dragging across the ground behind his feet. Tiger and Leopard are still in the bath. Their eyes are closed, seemingly enjoying the hot spring. I wonder how they enjoy that without actually having real bodies. This probably isn't the best time to ice that. I
I spent a few minutes in the rest area of Senpai before returning to the bath. We continue to enjoy the hot springs until our time is up and the front desk calls. Well, I guess we got 2 nice sights, if you know what I mean. So how was the hot spring? Senpai stretches his whole body while he talks. It was acceptable. What a great way to relax. Acceptable 9 out of 10. Thanks, IGN. Hot spring, warm. Seems we all liked it, myself included. I guess it wouldn't be the worst idea to do this again sometime. But there's no way I could afford that myself without Senpai's vouchers. Alright, so you guys want to grab something to eat after all that time in the hot spring? I know you're hungry? I certainly am. Wait a second, didn't you say the gods never get hungry? Well... Who cares, let's get to it. After talking about something to eat, we head straight to quality animation we got here. Look at that budget. We head straight to a suckling pig and the well-boiled sausages they wanted earlier. For the boiled sausages I buy the flavor called mago, which is said to be a type of herb from the mountain. Leopold also asked for some barbecue, but I have to refuse him. We have too many meats already. Instead, I get him some rice served in a bamboo tube. We keep walking along the old streets, enjoying the sights and foods. Eventually, we make it to the end of the street as dusk takes over the sky above. Go down. The mountain is cloaked in orange while the sky dyed lavender by the last lights of the sun. I'm so full. Yeah, I feel like I ate too much. You asked for it. I told you not to order so much for those 2 gluttons. I won't argue on being a glutton, but I didn't force Yao to buy me anything. Boar meat is good. Yao should have more. Yeah, it was good. I couldn't tell its actual flavor because the mago overpowered it, but it did have a different texture than I'm used to from pork. But the bamboo tube rice was really good along with the suckling pig. Honestly, I don't regret eating so much. I lean against the rail of the bridge we're on and look into the deep lavender sky. The sun returns past the horizon, and the first few stars begin to come out and twinkle. Instead of staying at home, I just spend a really nice day outside. I'm glad they're here with me. After all of this won't last long. One day I'm going to need to choose one of them. I can't really do that, can I? Eventually I just need to ask them to leave so I can focus on my studies. I'm just thinking about this too much. It's all gonna work out eventually, hopefully. Senpai, it's getting late and you're not wearing enough to stay out at night. Shouldn't we go home now? Nah, I'm fine. Well, I guess it's getting too late to do much though. It would be better to head home. Alright, let's go. Yup. On our way back to the old street, I bought some hot spring eggs that Tiger requested. I also ended up buying a box of millet mochi for Leopold. The old street snacks. The street village in Nekojishi is based on a real attraction in Taipei. Both millet mochi and ice hot spring eggs are specialties there. Mochi, or rice cake, is a traditional food in southern China, usually made from sticky rice. Millet is rarely planted in southern China, but is a staple food of the Amis tribe in Taiwan. Therefore, millet mochi can be considered as a dessert that represents the history of both Han and Amis people. Ice hot spring eggs are made by chilling a boiled egg in ice water. Said eggs are boiled in hot spring water, so they have a special aroma that's hard to duplicate. That sounds pretty good, actually. Can I interest you with a nice egg in those trying times? I guess that's my lunch for tomorrow sorted. And it feels like Leopold and Tiger just keep on feeding me these days. I'm not gonna get fat because of those two, right? diet, by the way. I walk into the cafeteria ready for lunch. Suddenly I notice a strange person. Oh, what dragon now? Come on, I have to be saying things. Is that a lizard man? That's definitely a lizard man. Spit! Okay, now I know I can see spirits, and I know I should have expected to see more of them at some point, but a lizard man. No fantasy novel could prepare me to see one of those in real life. Hey, tiger, you see that? That? Oh, you mean the yaoguai over there. A yaoguai? A lizard? Lizard yaoguai? Lizard? Close enough. You seem to be surprised. What? Shouldn't I be surprised? That's a lizard man! How am I supposed to see a lizard man? Am I supposed to see a lizard man at school?
Yo, it's normal to see yaoguai everywhere. They're part of everyday life.
Hold on. Why have you never told me this before?
Well, normally yaoguai won't even get close to us. They avoid carrion tigers like the plague and run like hell when they see one. You should totally ask him about it.
I should ask him. Well, Leopold looks troubled. I can tell he doesn't want to go near the yaoguai. And now I'm a bit nervous. Why would senpai want me to talk to him? It's fine, Yao. I really don't think these guys are bad yaoguai. Oh, so they are good and bad yaoguai? Well, certainly. Gods and yaoguai are not entirely different after all. They both originate from the heavens and earth, chi of varying forms. But the god cannot be a god without their worshippers. Consequently, there are more yaoguai than gods. There are absolutely some bad yaoguai. You've definitely heard about them, but most yaoguai are actually neither good or bad. As for this one, I would agree that you should talk to them. It could prove interesting. Interesting. Granted, I'm kinda interested in him too. That's going to be the final jape, like, no, fuck the tiger, actually, we're just going for a lizard. Alright, let's give this asking thing a shot. Excuse me, hello? Oh god, he's got glasses. I walk to the lizard man and attempt to greet him, trying my hardest to be welcoming. He gives me his attention, and then a second look. Suddenly his whole body is trembling. Oh boy. Hello? He looks behind me with suspicion. I know what he's looking at.
Can I sit here, bro?
Yes, certainly.
Alrighty, Yao, we can sit down.
We take the seats in front of the lizard man. Tiger is standing behind me, and I can see Leopold stand behind the lizard man. You came to the wrong neighborhood. He's all the more nervous for it, and I can see why. We've practically got him surrounded at this point. Well, this sucks. There goes my plan not to threaten him. So may I help you? Sorry about this. I'm just a little bit curious, so I wanted to ask you, are you a yaoguai? I try to keep my voice down, and I don't want to embarrass him, and more importantly myself.
Yes, and you are.
Oh, sorry for not introducing myself already. I'm actually just a student here, but recently I've been able to see yaoguai like yourself. So I couldn't help but talk with you when I saw you sitting here. My name is Lin Chao Liao. Nice to meet you.
I'm Yan Chuchi. Nice to meet you too. And these two gentlemen are...
I'm a guardian tiger of Masu. You may consider me as the guardian of Yao. Likulo.
I see. As you know, I'm a yaoguai. I don't believe my human name is important. My pseudonym is Randolph. I'm an artist.
Oh boy, do you make bad dragons? An artist?
Right, I came here today to visit a professor of history at this college.
So you're a yaoguai artist who has come to visit a professor in my college. Okay.
Yes, does it seem strange?
It does. I been admit that. It was rude of me to come up and disturb you like this. I'm so sorry. I saw that what I had said had made him visibly nervous, so I tried to apologize as best as I can. I've just got to think about how this would be for him. We just show up all of a sudden, surround him, and then ask him whatever is a yaoguai. That's pretty forward of us.
It's okay, please don't mind. I like talking with people.
So, why did you choose to become an artist? It seems like that's special for yaoguai.
I never thought about meeting a medium with guardian tigers in college either. And the gentleman behind me, I'm not sure who he is, but I can feel that he's a very powerful spirit. It might be time for introductions, no?
Ah, of course. My family is a Chitang family. We've served Guardian Tiger for generations. The mind behind me is the Guardian Tiger who has come with me to Taipei all the way from my hometown. Or should I say, he came along with the statue I brought to Taipei. The other guy behind you is the one who opened my eyes to all this. He's a spirit from the Urukai tribe who wanted my help, so he gave me this ability. Since then, I've been able to see all these gods, and I guess yaoguai like yourself. Finally, this is Senpai. He's a leopard guardian tiger who also wants my help to rejuvenate his temple in Miaoli.
A leopard guardian tiger? You would have had to be a yaoguai once, yes? Yeah, I wasn't lucky enough to escape from my food ground. Terrible, huh? It doesn't seem to have been such a bad thing if you became an orthodox god out of it.
So we got some new things. Orthodox god. As yin and yang may refer to under the surface and on the surface, correspondingly, Taoism temples fall into two categories, yang temples and yin temples. A yang temple is a temple that enshrines a god or multiple gods with genuine godship, which means the god has been authenticated by the Jade Emperor or a human emperor. A god with genuine godship is considered an orthodox god. Similarly, a yin temple is a god that enshrines a god or multiple gods without genuine godship. Normally, a yin temple is built by the local people to serve local ghosts or yaoguai as gods to appease them and prevent them from harming people.
However, you just mentioned something about rejuvenating the temple, so I guess your god of soul is losing its power. That may explain why you still smell like a yaoguai. I can't feel much spiritual power from you at all. I'm worried about it, but Yao isn't helping me. Help? Isn't he just a college student?
I briefly explained to Randolph why all three of them want my help specifically. That's a long story. So that's it. I'm not saying that I don't want to help them, but I can't drop school for that. And to be honest, I'm not interested in becoming a priest. I'm a member of a dance club here, and I want to pursue a career where I can use my talent. But these three kinda put a spanner in the works. It's hard enough as it is to make a living by dancing, and I have to keep up on school at the moment. It's not possible for me to just get up and have a 2-year break. Honestly, it's really been stressing me out.
I can see why you're so troubled. However, do you really know the details about their requests?
Details? I mean, sure, I asked about them, but how much could there be to it? Priests, oracle, jitong, whatever. They're all people who represent the wills of gods in society. So I can communicate with spirits. Sure, that's awesome, but being the go-to guy for "Hey, I want to talk to the gods" isn't awesome after a while. Even if I get to have all these cute guys living with me, I don't want a life tip-top in the history of my ancestors.
So you have considered any alternative ways?
Alternative ways?
You're still at school, so you don't have time. However, it doesn't mean that you can't help them all.
Maybe, but how?
I believe you'll find a way. I doubt they will want to bother you after you solve their problems.
Well said. Hurry up and drive them away so you can come back home, Yao.
It's not that easy. You can't just give up and leave me halfway.
Yao goes to Wutai.
See, it just ends up like this. I may have been too optimistic. It seems this is not something I can judge. I do apologize for my irresponsible words.
No, please don't. Talking to you is helping me think and I appreciate it. It may be hard, but there's got to be some way out, and even if there isn't, I have to try anyway. I need to try and work this out. Thanks. I'm surprised to talk to such a polite Yaoguai like you. Because what, you've met bad Yaoguais before? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean.
It's alright. I do treat myself as a special case.
So, are there other Yaoguai like you living amongst humans?
Actually, there are many of them. Some of them good, some of them bad. After all, isn't the same thing true with humans? But frankly speaking, sometimes I find other Yaoguai are annoying.
Are Yaoguai aggressive to each other?
Well, Yaoguai from the same species I usually find, but typically we don't like Yaoguai from other species. Most of us have a strong sense of territory, but it's pretty common for Yaoguai to mingle within cities. Smarter Yaoguai are the ones who have learned to keep their business to themselves. But the ones with ambitions are the ones who cause trouble. They're mostly taken care of by the gods and others, mostly powerful Yaoguai. I have no idea what I'm doing with his voice is just changing in the middle of each sentence. They're taken care of. So does that mean Yaoguai in the city are good? It depends on your perspective. To me, they just don't want any trouble. Things don't always go that easy, of course. Sometimes new ones are born. Other times they might just come here to cause trouble. It's all maintained on a shifting balance. But if something big happens, it's usually because of the temples.
Oh, I guess that's why some people still hold on to these traditional beliefs. People go to temples now for blessings of fortune, better luck, or just to pass the next exam. I wonder if it's because of the Yaoguai we seek these things in life, or maybe it's just because of them we have these problems in the first place. Besides, I have a lot of questions I want to ask Randolph, but I don't know where to start. So, why did you choose to become an artist? You seem pretty unique for a Yaoguai. Just a coincidence. I was helping a friend. At the time he needed an artist, I filled the bill. It has been too long. It has been too long since then, and the mask of the artist had become my own face. Was this friend of yours a Yaoguai as well? Yes. So you joined human society to help that friend. What happened to your old life? I was living among humans back then too. The energy I need is special, and I can get more by getting close to humans. You could say there were mutual benefits between us. Mutual benefits? What kind of benefits? By living in human communities, it's easier for me to get emotions directly. After all, I live by consuming the emotion of people. Please don't worry. I'm too full now to consider eating yours. Emotions? I mean, sure you can get a lot in the city, but isn't that more dangerous for you? I worried about it at the very beginning. However, over Yaoguai won't bother you if you just live like a human. Of course, living like a human isn't easy. I see, so mind if I ask how you actually eat emotions? Fine, Mel. Oh. Sorry, what?
Fan mail. Strong emotions are attached to the letters from my readers. After all, for someone to write to you, they must either adore or despise you very much. You know, some people intimidate others by mailing knives.
Seriously?
Actually, I've never seen one. But I do receive lots of messages. It's a smart way for me to live in the human community.
Fan mail. Unbelievable, so I guess your life is pretty good?
Like I said, it's not easy. No one sends mails to a non-artist, and you've forgotten quickly if you don't put out your work consistently. How this hurts on a personal level. I also have to take care of this possessed body, which means I still need food and a place to live. Honestly, living is pretty hard when you have to maintain your human life and yaoi life simultaneously.
So you still need to work for money?
A lot.
You don't sound like a yaoi at all.
Most yaoi don't manage to make it in the city. This troubled world usually gets the better of them. Especially with how expensive it is to live here. Life is hard.
It's hard to imagine that even a yaoi have to work hard for a salary.
Well, I'm not good at making money any other way. Some yaoi use their power in this regard, but those who don't follow the rules are to be taken out by others, or gods for that matter. So I make a living by drawing, even if it isn't the best job.
Artists aren't paid much?
My work is serialized, so it's not that bad. However, my salary depends on the popularity of the magazine, which isn't the best. I do freelancing as well, but that's very unstable. It's hard to make a fixed wage. Not all of my clients are that great either. They don't really care how much they work me. Regardless, I can't just give up on my clients. I have my reputation to maintain. Not to mention that I never know when I will get work to begin. Not to mention that I never know whether I get to work to begin with.
I never thought a yaoi would have so much to complain about.
Indeed. Being an artist isn't easy, but what job is easy? If I can't make it work, I can just go back to my yaoi life. Not everyone has that escape. But I decided to take on the will of the person I possessed. I'm not just about to give up on that.
Their will? Does that mean his will was to become an artist?
Yes, mostly. It's not a big secret. Well, really, it started a long time ago when
I listened to Randolph's stories. Mostly it's about his life as an artist, his struggles, its successes and failures. But necessarily there are tales and rumors from the yaoi world. You never think about it, but yaoi's artist's view on life is really captivating. In what feels like moments, the time has flown by. Randolph is startled when a stray glance leads him to the time displayed on the nearby television.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's time for my appointment. I must leave now.
Oh, alright. I'm sorry that I've taken way too much of your time, but thank you for speaking to me.
It's okay. It was a rare opportunity to be able to converse with someone who can see and understand us yaoi. So hopefully we can meet again.
Agreed. Goodbye for now.
See you.
As we watch Randolph leave, Senpai is already back on his phone.
Hey, Liao, we just skipped the lecture, you know?
What? Shocked, I take a quick look at the time. We were talking for ages. Not only has our lunch break ended, but our lecture is almost over as well.
Yeah, it's fine. That class doesn't mark the rows anyway. That's not the point. You may not care about lectures, but don't lump me in with you.
But he's right, it doesn't really matter, but what else can I do? We decide to wait it out till our next class as I sit there in the cafeteria with random stories and advice still on my mind. Since speaking with Randolph, I've been thinking over what he said, but trying to find some other solution with the cats. I'm worried that if I just went and asked them about it, they'll just think I actually intend to help them and it'd be mean to get their hopes up. But if I just keep ignoring it, wouldn't they end up pressuring me about it anyway? I guess I've got no choice but to talk to each of them and try to understand everything. I just have to think of how to time it. It'd be easy to talk to Tiger privately at least, since we're in the bookstore. Senpai's in class and Leopard can't read anyway, so he's off gallivanting somewhere. Tiger loves this place so much he'd probably live here if he could. Yo, not reading anything today. His voice sounds absent as he focuses on skimming the textbooks before him without looking up. It's as if he doesn't really care about how I would answer. Well, I just have something on my mind. A vague answer leave me as I stumbled my thoughts. Not that he seems too interesting in listening anyway. This one, interesting. That one, oh, this must be you. But it doesn't look very decent. I've definitely never seen anyone this deeply invested in the quality of textbooks before. He'd make a good school teacher at the very least. School teacher, what? He teaches about book? But back to the point. Tiger, you know... oh, right, don't worry, I don't intend to buy any of them, they are far too expensive. While it's true they contain a lot of information, they simply use too many glossy photograph pages. It just serves to drive up printing costs, quite unnecessary. Even if it were $2, there's no way I could buy enough to keep you satisfied. Very true. I also think there must be a better way to acquire all this information. Other than reading books, what about the internet? The internet? Would that contain information as detailed as these books? Well, you probably won't find everything as neatly organized, but at least using the internet is free. As far as your wallet is concerned, it's significantly better not to spend money. Talking about the internet, some of his books seems to discuss something called forums. Oh boy, forums. Oh, I'm already having flashbacks. Too bad that nowadays those things are kind of dying. Well, not entirely, but it's pretty rare now with things like Discord. Tiger seems to be lost in thought, pondering to himself. Wait, I still have to talk to him. Hey, Tiger. What is it? He's so engrossed in this book he doesn't even look up. Come on, give me some attention already. It's just that I wanted to ask, if I don't go home, is there any other way I can help you? Oh, what do you mean by that? Finally I got his attention. Help me? What would I need help with? Are you trying to discuss becoming the G-Tongue of our temple? Yes. Is there many ways that I don't have to go home and become a G-Tongue? Your power to channel spirits is quite uncommon, something rare and special of our own. It would be terrible shame not to use it. I'm certain that both your family and the Holy Mother herself would be delighted to see you choose that path. But I am aware of your wishes to stay in Taipei. You needn't make decisions now. There are plenty of semesters. There are plenty of semesters left until your graduation after all. I know, but what if I really want to stay in Taipei and never go back home? That would be a shame. And that means that the only way you'll be happy is if I go home. I know you don't want to go back, Liao. If it does come to that, I support you. But truly, it would seem like a waste of something that makes you special. I can foresee how your parents would react if they knew. Your guardian tiger surely would wish the same for you, Liao. If you did choose to stay in Taipei, I suppose you could always open a small temple. But if that's not what you wish, then there's nothing me or anyone else can do about it. So that's how it is. It is as I said earlier, there's no need to rush. You have plenty of time to think this over. Just don't go promising your life away to some kitten, there won't be a problem. Yeah, I'll think about it. That's good. For a while, an uneasy silence dwelled over us, so I decided to try and change the subject. What kind of things would you like to look up? On the internet, that is. You want to have a look together when we get back? Really? I think that brought up his mood a bit. Okay, so, see these books here. I wish to look up this topic, and this one. Most likely that one too. Yeah, well, should you not be using your phone to write this down? Oh, it's caught on to people using phones to keep notes now. These books looks pretty technical. How the heck does he make sense of all this? In short, I end up spending the rest of the night looking up stuff for him on the internet. I wanted to play games tonight too. I spent the next few days trying to get some alone time with Leopard to speak with him, which is easier said than done. I can't exactly talk to him during class, and afterwards Tiger always joins us. But dance practice is going to be my best chance. Leopard always comes to dance practice, Tiger's always off to the side brooding, and Senpai's usually busy with the other senior students. Today I make sure to go to a corner with Senpai and Tiger to practice. Leopard follow me, so this should be as good of time as any. As much as it's never boring to watch Leopard dance. Hey Leopard, I've been meaning to ask you. I get out my words between breaks in the routine I was working on. A while ago you told me that you wanted me to go to Wutai to be an oracle, but what would you do if I didn't do that? Wait until when? Wait until Yao does go. And if I never do? You said that your tribe needs an oracle, but if I don't go to Wutai, is there any other way to help you? Help, not be an oracle. Like finding somewhere I don't need to be there physically. The internet's pretty handy these days. People could just send questions and could answer back from home. Not be an oracle, I don't know. But need Liao see me, speak, others. I guess that's how an oracle works and all, but I don't know what kind of problems you need me to solve. Do I need to do something? Can I just let people know what's going on? I just don't really want to leave Taipei. Many problems, urgent, or need solving. But what can I do for you from here? There has to be something. I don't know. Oracle, busy, must speak with many people. What about using the internet or speaking over the phone? Not sure, I think no. Huh. Sure, there's a bunch of things that you absolutely need to discuss in person, but not everything's like that. And Leopard is determined to get something across to his tribe. But what's also important here is that they actually trust me as an oracle. Being Han Chinese makes being trusted by his aboriginal tribe hard enough as it is. Like a voice on the phone wouldn't help one bit. Yao, you tired? Wanna rest? Let's take a break. I'm fine. What's this on about? I'm already resting. You mind if I scooch in here? You and Kolo seem to be having heaps of fun all by yourself. No, not at all. In fact, it's a pretty serious discussion. About going to Wutai? Yeah, that. Would it be okay for me to join you guys? It's not even a good idea. Aren't you two basically opponents over me? I wouldn't say that. If you don't go home, you can just help me restore the temple and then go to Wutai. Easy peasy. I know Kuro would want you to go there ASAP, but all that's still up for discussion, right? So for now, we're friends. Senpai grabs Leopard's paw and he needs to emphasize his point. Leopard doesn't seem to object to the move, but his face is always the same, so I can't really tell either way. Alright, but senpai, what's with you calling him Kulo? His name is Likolo. Lee isn't his family name or something, that's just how the Ruka language works. Hey, I know that. I just figured since we call our friends by first names all the time, Kulo would sound nice. Isn't that a bit disrespectful? I'm kinda worried that Leopard would take offense to Senpai's nickname for him, but his expression doesn't change. I don't really know what to make of it, but at least it doesn't seem to disapprove.
So now Kulo and I are friends.
It sounds like an overly one-sided friendship at the very least. Well then, you know senpai, it's pretty rude to cut in over people's conversation.
Oh, okay then I'll just check in with Kulo later. See ya.
And there he goes off again. Classic senpai move. Anyway, I guess we should probably continue talking about this later then. Yes. Leopard takes a while to respond. I guess he's got his mind on something else. I wonder what. I can never tell with him. After that day, I keep on trying to talk one-on-one with senpai again and again, but the opportunity never comes up. I didn't expect him to be such a hard cat to catch. Tiger and Leopards are always with me during class. Bringing senpai away from his fan club is near impossible during dance practice. It's not any better at home at all. With all three of them there, I can just go have a privacy with one of them. But today I finally come up with a scheme that should work. It basically boils down to distracting Tiger and Leopard with all food at the cafeteria while I sneak in a few questions with senpai. I know it won't give me much time, but it's better than nothing. You know, senpai? He was eating pork rib noodles. The school cafeteria is famous for having the best fried ribs around, and they're even better when dipped in rich soupy broth. But now's not the time to chill in my college. Know about what you want, about going with you to Miaoli to restore your temple. God damn it. So Yao, you decided to come? I haven't. Please don't jump to conclusions. Fine. Yao, so what did you wanted to ask? Well, say I wanted to stay here in Taipei. Is there any way I can still help you?
Well, it doesn't work like that. There are temple ceremonies that need to be performed. How would you encourage people to come worship if you aren't there?
Like passing along spiritual messages? Come on, you don't believe in that yourself.
Before that, we still need to clean this place up, right?
What about if I came over on weekends and help you with that?
Well, you would need to be the priest. It's more complicated than just passing along messages, you know? It may sound weird then, but I think you should be all down to earth and stuff when it comes to this.
Your reasoning isn't very convincing, senpai.
What? Rude? How about showing some respect for your senpai?
Maybe you should work on being more respectable first.
I'm fine.
Oh, is the little kitten arguing with Yao?
We weren't arguing. I'm best friend with Yao, isn't that right? Really?
Whatever you believe. You may do what you wish, but then you'll be seeing yourself back to Miaoli.
You sound like winded, old man.
If you don't like it, how about you leave right now?
How could I? Your man is just the best.
Must you call me an old man? Guardian Tiger, old man. Not both of you! And that's how this conversation ended in an argument. That night, I was browsing through some tech forums with Tiger. Okay, keep scrolling down. Following his orders, I scrolled down the page, his eyes peering over my shoulder. So that's how it is. Now, previous page. I clicked to go back a page. Yeah, that one. Please open it. I click on the articles it's pointing at. Oh, sorry Liao, you must be getting tired. A little bit. I didn't want to complain, but it's kinda exhausting to sit around and wait for him to read each page, and move on to the next one, and the next one. I don't even know what any of the stuff means. If only he didn't need my hands to work with the computer for him. Isn't there a better way to do this? I'm pretty bored just sitting here watching you read. Why not ask senpai to help you use the mouth?
Say what? Why should I help that old man? He's the one always pushing me to leave.
I'd rather not have the help of that little kitten, so we're in agreement on that.
This is no fun for me. Even if it's not fun, there's no way I'm helping my enemy.
Even if it was for your sake, Liao, I still wouldn't put my trust in that kitten. They really do have it out for each other, don't they? Should I do something? Should I try to get Senpai and Tiger to get along? There's nowhere I can force them much. Okay, it's time for a little choice save. Let's try to force them a little bit. I can't get any worse than it already is, can it? Hey, how about we take this from a different angle? Senpai, if you and Tiger can get used to helping each other out on the computer, then maybe it'd stop asking you to leave.
Oh, but what if he doesn't?
Tiger, if I refuse to help, you won't have any other option but work with Senpai. Not at all. If Liao refuses to help me, then I would just stop using the computer. Wouldn't that be a shame? It's only help clicking the mouse, it's not like you need to be friends. You just have to do what you say. Still, I refuse. And fun. Huh? Who could it be at this time? I take out my phone. Oh, a call from home. This is totally going to be bad news, isn't it? Let me get this. Well, at least I stop bickering while I'm on the phone. Hello? Dad? Yo, it's me. What, bro? Yeah, I was surprised to hear me or something. That's the only one who ever calls me, so yeah, it's surprising to hear you, bro. You know I'm not one for phone calls. Dad was just talking to me about you seeing guardian tigers. There's no way I would pass up asking you about that. God damn it, that's the choice I made earlier. Huh? No, I haven't. Oh boy. Should I tell him or should I make an excuse? We got multiple choices suddenly in a row. Make an excuse or confess. I think I'm going to try to make an excuse. I haven't seen any, I just saw that our family Jitongs can see them.
Oh, who said so?
I don't really remember. I think it was something I saw on the internet. Something about our family's guardian tigers being special. That Jitongs can see them. So, is it real? What would I do if I want to see one?
Oh yeah, I've heard stories like that. Grandpa would tell them when I was little, but I can't see them, so you probably can't either. Dad told me that we should never share those stories, but I think it would be kind of cool to see one. Well, you did take a small guardian tiger statue to Taipei after all. Who knows, maybe one day you'd see him.
Probably not.
But it would be really cool if you could though, wouldn't you agree? Anyway, after your last talk with Dad, he said very strictly to not go around talking about this kind of things. He was pretty serious about it, so I figured something might have happened. Turned out it was nothing though, so it's all good. Take care of his statue and don't forget to wash it from time to time.
I know.
I can tell that you haven't been praying. Since you took it with you, at least paid some attention.
Yeah, I know. I'll make sure to get some things together for worship tomorrow. In the corner of my eye, I can see Guardian Tiger shooting a fierce glare at me. Okay then, as long as you know I won't bother you about it. Anyway, I need to head off. Talk to you again some other time. Yeah, okay, see you later, bro. Also, you're stashed under the bed, you really should have hid it better. I found it in a second. Bro, don't worry, I'll help you hide it. Trust me, even Dad used to hide his stuff under his bed. Maybe I'll even tell you where I stashed that later. Okay, thanks. Alright, bye. My big brother hangs up the phone, so he found some of the books I brought home. I mean, that's not a big deal, right? My bookshelf in Taipei is filled to the brim. If I didn't send some home, how would I be able to even buy more? Yo, what are you so upset about? Nothing much, it's just about those comics. Oh, and what about my offerings? What, are you saying I don't feed you enough? Yo, you did say worship, correct? They are two different things. So how about getting a family bucket for dinner then? Yes.
Chicken again? I don't want that.
What's wrong with chicken?
It's always chicken, every day. A low-part cat like me can't tolerate the same thing every day, even if it's moist, delicious chicken.
If you don't want any, feel free to not eat it.
The old man's bullying me again.
Keep it down, guys. I'm calling to order some now. Yeah, apparently they like KFC. It's Friday, another week's gone by, and I still have no clue what to do.
Yo! What?
Senpai just out of nowhere, determined to get my attention, shocking the living daylights out of me like usual.
Hey, this weekend, let's go out together.
Again? Senpai, you always want to go out. Aren't you tired?
Weekends are for having fun with your free time. Come on, Yao, aren't you bored of staying in all day?
Oh, I'm fine with staying in. It's a great chance to get some rest. With the 3 cats around, it's hard enough to take care of them every day. Then they always want to go out on the weekends too. Sometimes I just want a day with nothing to do, just to stay at home, rest and take my mind off things.
And this weekend there's Qingming, the town sweeping festival coming up, which means we should go to it.
You always want to get somewhere every week.
But this is way different than all those weekends. It's the perfect time of the season to go to a festival.
What's so special about this season?
Come on, Liao, think for a second.
Well, it's spring. We already went to the hot springs, and you can't say there's many cherry blossoms in Taiwan.
Cherry blossoms? Getting warmer? Perhaps there's another tree I'm thinking of?
Taiwan doesn't have any blossom festival. What do you mean?
You really don't know what I'm talking about, do you, Yao? I'm talking about tongue blossoms.
Tongue blossoms?
What? How don't you know about tongue blossoms? They're literally everywhere. So soon all the tongue blossom gardens are going to be full of tourists wanting to see them, meaning now's the best time to go. As promoting the Akatung Blossom Festival have been everywhere. Have you not seen any by now?
God damn, it disappeared just before I was going to click it. And I missed something. I guess that was for the choice to tell the brother. So the festival, established in 2002 in Taiwan, the Akatung Blossom Festival is a recent festival that promotes Aka culture and ecotourism. Tongue flowers typically bloom around April or May. As such, the date of the festival changes every year to reflect this. The Akatung Blossom Festival.
Well, I can't say I really looked it up, but this has to be the best time to see them regardless, so we should go together.
Flower blossoms, huh? I don't actually know what tongue blossom look like, but I guess tongue blossom gathering is probably gonna be pretty similar to a cherry blossom one. Honestly, as it stands, I've only seen cherry blossom bloom in manga. So, where can we go to see them? Well, the best tank blossom gardens are in Shinshu and Miaoli. I suggest is going to want to go to Miaoli. As much as I'd love to show you my hometown covered in the sea of blossom, you probably don't want to go that far. The places around here are really nice too. So, where are they around here? That mountain way behind our campus is known to have wonderful gardens. The perfect day trip for the two of us. That's actually not that far out. But since it's in the mountains, that means we have to hike up, don't we? You don't like hiking? Oh, it's not that, I'm just thinking out loud. Honestly, it sounds a lot nicer than usual. Yao! Let's go look at some shop for the stuff we can buy. I don't know why, but I prefer places that don't have many people around. Okay, so what do we need to bring? Well, we can bring stuff for a picnic. It won't be much to put together. I can even do it all for you if you want. Yes, sounds good. I'm all for it, but I'm not sure about how the other two feel about it. I turn to look at the other two cats. The tiger shrugs his shoulder and the leopard is just sitting there looking blankly as usual. I take no issue with his outing.
So then we're set. We're gonna go see the flower blossoms tomorrow.
And that's how yet another weekend was planned out for me.
So cold. Yeah, the hair up here is super refreshing.
Are you even capable of feeling cold, senpai?
Yeah, it's already April. Who needs a jacket this time of year?
This high up, of course you need a jacket.
Oh, yeah, we can't handle a cold breeze.
But you have fur. That's hardly fair.
Well, not really.
Tiger and leopards are spirits, so it's not like they feel the cold. Enough, you two. Kitten, don't encourage Yao to catch a cold.
Oh, this old man's always telling you to put more clothes on, Yao. It's such a pain to have to put a bunch of clothes on just to take them off again.
Oh, more a pain than getting sick. Leopard comes over to me. Before I work out what he's doing, he presses his paw against my ear, sending his warmth right through me. It really cuts through the cold. Oh, thank you.
Oh, I want to try.
Senpai runs over and gives me a big hug. Kitten. Oh. I was expecting Tiger to come over and pull Senpai off me. Instead, he pulls all of us, including Senpai and Leopard, into his arm with one big hug.
Okay, I think that's enough.
Being hugged by the three of them really is heartwarming, but I'm kinda anxious over someone seeing us. Well, me and Senpai, that is. It's weird for two guys to be hanging like this out in the open. I just hug between bros, nothing wrong.
Okay.
I did think to try and push them off of me, but I knew I wouldn't have been able to, so I just stand there, enjoying their warm care and attention. They let go of me, eventually. Worried about anyone having seen us, I rushed them to move on. Oh boy. So, that's them, huh? Didn't expect the rumors to be right. Oh, this is gonna be hilarious. So we got the body Ogwai finally. We follow Senpai to a small path going up the mountain. While this mountain has been built up for tourism, the hiking trails wind up all over the place. Without Senpai, we'd probably have gotten lost by now.
Let me see. Okay, according to the map, this spot over there should be the best place to see the flowers. This way.
Hey, Senpai, what do tongue-flower even look like?
Oh, they're white, and when they fall to the ground, it looks like snow. I'm surprised we haven't even run into a few yet. They should be right around.
We walk down the path enjoying the fresh mountain air, but still not seeing any flowers other than a few bushes growing alongside the hiking trails.
Maybe if we go further in.
We go further along the trail until we come across a series of stone steps. Imagine how many stones they'd have to bring out here to make all the steps. The neatly placed stone walkways make hiking up a mountain feels like a leisurely walk through the park. A little further on, and the walkway seems to be paved with stone, becoming dirt paths, stamped out by visitors over decades of use. Thankfully, the weather had been nice the last few days, so it wasn't muddy.
How weird. All this way in and still no flowers.
You think we went the wrong way?
Or maybe...
Maybe what? Senpai didn't answer and just kept walking quickly ahead, the map held tightly in his hand. There was nothing he could do but follow.
It should be around here.
We arrived at a place that looked like an abandoned farm with a small hut on the far side. Next to the empty field stood a grand tree, its shade reaching out over the ground below, where a large boulder lay beneath. It seemed like the perfect place to sit and have a rest.
Well, this must be the spot, but I guess the tree hasn't started blooming yet. Yeah, bummer.
So this is a drunk tree?
Yeah, a really big one too, but I guess we are early. In Meowly, the flowers should be blooming right about this time of year.
That would probably be because we are in the north.
What difference does that make?
Taipei is further north than Meowly, so perhaps the flower season begins later.
What? That can't be right. I just wanted to bring Liao up here to see the flower blossoms together.
Senpai, I still think this place is really nice. Isn't it the perfect time to have a picnic anyway? It's a shame we didn't see the blossoms, but I didn't know what to expect anyway, so it's not like I feel like I missed out on anything.
Maybe there's still another way.
Senpai runs over to the tree, holding his paws against the trunk.
Maybe if I do this... Yo, just wait for a sec. I'm gonna try something pretty hard.
Whoa, really? Oh, what's he gonna do? Senpai stands before the tree, puts his paws up to his chest, and performs a kind of ritualistic hand sign. A green aura slowly starts to emanate from within. Tiger and Leopard seem kinda nervous. What's going on? The green aura quickly surrounds the tree, slowly sweeping into it. As this happens, the tree begins to shake, irrespective of the breeze. Some of the flowers buds began to open up on top of the tree. Suddenly, as if a wave of energy had shot down the tree, all the flowers blossomed at once. A sea of white petals covered the branches of the grand trunk tree before me. Some of them even begin to fall to the lone boulder below. It's breathtaking. Not bad. Pretty. I go over to pick up one of the tongue petals. It's pure white, not a blemish to be seen. The flowers even had pollen inside them. If I did not know any better, I would have thought the petal had blossomed normally just like any other. Senpai, that was awesome.
Amazing, wasn't it? It may only be one tree, but now you get to see the tongue blossom, Liao.
But Senpai, I thought you didn't have any god powers. How'd you manage something like that?
Oh, I've had that power ever since I became a Yaoguai. You don't learn tricks like that from a local god of soul after all.
Oh.
Well, now that I've prepared such a wonderful scenery, let's hurry up and dig into our picnic.
Senpai swiftly takes the blanket out from his backpack and spreads it down between falling tongue petals.
If hugs means picnics, then picnics mean I needed to pack heaps of sweet to give us the energy to make it back home. So, what do you have in store for us, Liao?
Sweets? We aren't kids, you know, Mr. Big College Senpai.
Well, I say cherish your youth.
Senpai drops his backpack down and takes out some cookies, crackers, and an assortment of pastries. I mean, you could eat that. You could eat that all in one go, but it's hardly a proper meal.
So, what delectable treats did Liao bring?
I open my backpack and silently take out a bento box I prepared earlier this morning. I made it while Senpai was still sleeping. I never cooked, so I just used some recipe I found on the internet, so it probably didn't turn out any good. Not to mention those mistakes I made while putting it together. Thankfully, Tiger was there to help me fix them. I tried my best to cook a variety of vegetables and meat. At the very least, it should be good for me.
Wow, it's almost like your wife cooking their husband a delicious meal. No way. I was just thinking that I should try making a bento for our picnic. Well, Yao, I never thought you would do that for me.
Enough, kitten. Yao never said he made it for you.
Then who else would he made it for? It's not like you need to eat.
After offering it, Yao could certainly eat it all for us.
That should be such a waste.
I don't see how.
Yao, you made the bento for me, didn't you?
I told Yao to make it. If anything, it should be an offering to me. Yao's bento. I want.
Wait, it's only a bento. I quickly hide the bento behind my back to keep it away from any funny ideas they might have. No need to bicker over it. I made this for my lunch today. Who do you think I made it for you?
But Yao, wouldn't it make more sense to offer it to us before you eat it? There's no dance on to you at all.
That's true. It'd be kind of mean to not let you guys have it for no reason. Well, wait. If you did that, everyone would get to eat the bento but me. Not fair.
You don't need.
Cool, you two. I just want to test some of Yao's homemade cooking. Is that too much to ask? Senpai looks at me with unconvincing sad puppy eyes while Tiger and Leopard slowly close in on me. What should I do? Oh god. Another choice.
I don't know. I could try to just go kind of a neutral way and give it to Senpai, since I did a choice for Tiger and another for Clouded Leopard or Licolo.
But you know what? I'm gonna make the same choice I made last time. And just go with him. Hey, okay now, you just need to stop fighting over this. I made this and it's my choice to give it to one of you, got it? Of course. I guess I'll offer it to Leo.
What are you doing?
What? What's got Leopard so tense? I watch him trying to scrutinize what's going on. I think he's looking behind me. Quickly I turn my head to see what's... oh god. Jesus fucking Christ. That meat is way too salty, don't you think? Who are you? Like kiddo, is this the first time you ever cooked? You really need to keep working at it. I know that. What do you think I was going to eat it by myself? Oh, to me it looks like you were about to offer it to someone. The gift of a nice warm homemade bento is a great way to express your affection to someone. It's not like that. Don't jump to conclusion. Aren't these three your suitors? Or are they mistaken? You're mistaken. Also, who are you? Don't you know that you go around and steal other people's food? I figured the three of them would just like fighting over it, so I came over here and ate it instead. To help you, of course. That's stealing. You should at least ask me first.
Correct. Usually I would be courteous toward a god of souls such as yourself, but it appears you do not care for such manners.
It's easy to just ask. How dare you be so... God of soul?
Yes, something wrong?
This guy looks like a dragon from far away, but he's definitely got the chi of a god of soul. Can't say I've seen any gods like you around here before.
Strange man.
Everyone's like that. I'm really special, huh? Anyway, guys, I'm Ragu Laront, a Grand Tree Lord. You can call me Ragu. Every time the games just keep shaping me. Grand Tree Lord. In some Chinese traditions, people tie a red strip of cloth to all trees as a rite that acknowledges that such tree is a soul, a tree god. For some very old trees, people may even build temples for them, enshrine them as gods. Those tree gods are called Grand Tree Lord.
Grand Tree Lords are considered local gods, similar to gods of soil. They are thought to protect their villages, but are not considered high-level gods. More Grand Tree gods are either banyan trees or camphor trees. What? Grand Tree Lord? In other words, is a god that resides within a tree. Such ancient trees can become a local god of soul when worshipped by the local people. Oh, I see. So it's a tree spirit that looks like a dragon. Okay, what kind of tree looks like that? Not to mention those claws, everything about this guy is weird. Where did he even come from? Well, how do I even begin with you? How dare you steal away the bento you made for me? After you've gobbled all over it, there's no way anyone else would want to try any. No one said it was yours, kitten. No one said it was yours either, old man. You just want to call me an old man, don't you? Hey, hold up! We're getting way off topic again. More importantly, this guy's a god of soul. If he's a god of soul for real, then I should probably show more respect. Not that the way he's treated me has been respectful at all. But how could a god of soul look like that? I've absolutely never learned about any gods that look like that, and that wear goddamn fishnets. God of soul can come in many forms, yo. Hey, maybe an odd one, but with shit like that, he's for real. You've got to be the weirdest god I've ever seen. It's true, even I think I look unique. Well, at least he's proud of himself, but that doesn't really answer why he's dressed like that. Yo, I think I want to know why different. Huh, I guess I've always been like this. I used to be an old tree, then I became a Grand Tree Lord, and then, oh right, these clothes. Try and guess what these are. You're a stripper. How are we supposed to know where these weird clothes came from? Ah, you're not even gonna try and humor me. Well, might as well tell you, it's a landslide safety net. Oh, you mean those ones along the edges of cliffs to prevent rocks from falling? Exactly. Some rocks fell down and dragged this net around me, so all my worshippers starting to see me like this. Oh, right, I guess that makes sense, but why would a Grand Tree Lord look like a dragon? Well, of course, my tree trunk looks like a dragon after all. Really? A dragon? Right, some time ago I got struck by lightning. Since then people began to think I look like a dragon. Well, we're going to say people think they see bears and shit in the sky with constellations, so why not a dragon tree? At first I didn't see it, but one day an artist came to paint me into their canvas. That person painted me as if I were a dragon sleeping within the dark clouds of a thunderstorm. I'm still not sure if I like it, but it was certainly the paintwork of a master artisan. I wasn't wearing any clothes in the painting, but I couldn't go gallivanting around naked, could I? So instead you gallivant around in a net. Exactly, how very smart of you. I'm a college student, you know. So what about the nickname? I couldn't imagine many Grand Tree Lords who would want to be called Ragu. I'm hardly a lord. I've been drawn as a dragon, and people see me wearing this. I don't really suit the formalities, so Ragu it is. Well then, what are you doing here, Mr. Ragu? Yo, don't be rude. Alright, sorry, but why did you grace us with your presence? Why did you choose to steal my food? There's no need to be so serious about it, kid. It's just like talking with my worshippers. And be as non-godly as possible while doing so. Well, he's going to have Waluigi's voice and it's going to be perfect. That's not to mean people shouldn't respect their gods, of course. I don't lack of that formal talk, just
gets in the way of what really matters.
This guy really is a unique god, that's for sure. But why did you choose to talk to us? Not to mention steal my bento.
I wanted to see you guys.
See us.
You guys are famous, didn't you know?
Famous? How can that be?
A boy who can shadow spirits running around with 3 feline gods. You're what all the yaogwai are talking about these days. You really didn't know?
Not know.
What? No way, I guess I haven't really talked to any other yaogwai since I've been dealing with Yon Chuchi's life, huh?
I know this would worry Liao. Tiger, you knew about this? I know that Yaogwai love to gossip, so it's only natural that we'd garner some attention.
Well, I've heard you're quite the stud, letting these 3 chase after you, not even making a decision on which one you love.
What? What's that they're saying? What do the Yaogwai think they know about this?
We yaogwai have to entertain themselves somehow. Most of them just play games and read manga all day these days. One of my worshippers gave me a 3DS.
Okay, please Nintendo, do not sue, please.
So even I play around with it occasionally, it's pretty fun.
What? How?
Well, pressing the button is no problem for me, but I wouldn't play with any worshipper watching, of course.
Wait. That's not important. What other rumors are there about us?
Just as I said, you let these 3 dot after you, never giving anything in return. I would say it could be seen as taking advantage of them.
It's not like that. They're the ones who came looking for me. Sure, they want me to go off and help them, but there's no way I can make such big promises to them. That's why we're stuck like this. Not to mention all 3 of them are male. Even if a yaogwai are really open-minded about it, you surely can't expect me to want to be like that with all 3 of them.
Oh, so you see these 3 as dudes?
What? How else would I see them?
So that's how it is in your eyes. Am I male as well?
Yeah, that's right, they don't really have a specific representation, huh? It's just based on what people like. Yes, a dragon man.
I was thinking of myself as a jolly old ant. Gods don't have genders after all. Worshippers see their gods as whatever gender they imagine them to be. The way you see them isn't necessarily how they really are. Basically, you could just be seeing them as the gender you like the most.
What? I thought that I'd been seeing beastmen just because they are animal gods. That's normal, right? I guess different worshippers would perceive gods differently according to what they believe. After all, I've heard stories about Guan Yin being male or female, but I never thought their genders weren't actually a set thing. Guan Yin, named from the Sanskrit Avalokitesvara, which means sense perceivers, and East Asian Bodhisattva. What are these words anymore? This doesn't seem like actual like Chinese. It's a term used to describe those motivated by great compassion, therefore Guan Yin is commonly known as Goddess of Mercy. Guan Yin is one of the most famous gods known to the Chinese people. According to the needs and requests of the worshippers, a bodhisattva may appear as either male or female, therefore we may also say that bodhisattva don't have any genders. The majority of Guan Yin statues built in China before the Tang dynasty were male, although most people now consider Guan Yin as female. This is also why she is known as the Goddess of Mercy.
Well, at least I know senpai is a... Yao, I only possess Yan Chuchi after learning which way you swing. Gay or straight, everybody loved the boy with the baby face, right? What are you talking about? However you go about it from the perspective of yaogwai, it does kinda look like you're leading them on. Like that bento could probably be taken as you wanting them to fight over you.
It's not like that's what I meant to happen. How could you think like that? I'm just a guy, they're gods. So you've never heard of men who have fallen in love with gods before. You must have been misinformed. Well, yo, we are all living together after all. Senpai, please don't make it worse. I don't see your statements as correct at all. As gods couldn't possibly have romantic feelings for Liao. All I wish for him is that he ignore the other two and return home after graduation. A relationship is the furthest thing on my mind. I understand his words, but that doesn't make hearing them any better. The conversation seems to be lost on Leopold, which is probably for the best.
Alright, I should stop messing with you. It's fine, I know they don't feel that way. Well, maybe except for the little. Don't call me little. Alright then, Leopold cat. But with the rumors being what they are, I had to come and see for myself. So, kiddo, do you really have no romantic feelings toward these cats?
None at all.
Really? At the very least, you're all so close to each other. I'd say whatever happens, you still make great companions.
Great companions? Would that really be how it works out? You still don't know everything. You don't even know what they're asking me to do.
Please say, what have they come to request from you?
A Jitong, a priest, and an oracle. I would have to choose one of those roles and perform it for years. For just one of them. Perhaps even for my whole life. I can't just make a promise like that to all of them.
So then, I guess you'll just have to promise that to the one you wish to be together with for life. Why'd you have to put it like that? Isn't that how it is? Whoever you choose will be your companion for life. As difficult as the decision is to make, isn't it to be disrespectful for the gods, to the gods by having them follow you everywhere in anticipation?
I never thought of it like that.
You can't put off this decision forever. I say you should choose the companion you get along with best and stay together with them.
It's not like that's an easy thing to choose, not to mention there's other things I want to do in life.
No matter what, the influence of others will always change your path in life. Imagine if you had a relationship with another human, wouldn't that change your life just the same?
That doesn't make it any easier. Even if I refuse all three, it's none of your business.
After seeing how stressed you are over this, I want to come and help. You are dealing with gods, so of course it's of interest to all of us.
I want to make my own decision. Please, I don't want you to try making my own decisions for me.
You're unique, kiddo, and because of that, your affairs matters to us gods.
As annoying it is, it's not wrong.
Even if a perfect way to settle this doesn't exist, I think you should still decide as soon as possible. Taking up the time of all three of them is just going to come across as disrespectful.
I don't mind. It's fine as long as Yao goes home after graduation. You won't have time to go be a temple priest or some aborigines oracle.
Stop being selfish, old man. My temple's in dire straits as it is.
Well, things wouldn't be so bad for you if you went back to being a Yaoguai.
And what if my Fungan loses all their spirit power?
I saw that will happen. God of Soul would just lose their power. It's not like they would die. If the local people don't feel the need to worship them, then that is just how it is.
Please just stop, the two of you. It's hard enough to decide as it is without making each other cry.
This is really difficult for me.
I know you're under pressure, but putting it off won't help. You won't make any progress like that.
Maybe, unless something else comes up. Liao must quickly come Wutai. Something bad.
What is it?
Danger. We must warn them.
Every temple has stories about gods helping their worshipper ward off some prophecy of doom. Sorry, killer, but your problem isn't special.
Which is exactly why you shouldn't journey off to anyone else's temple. Yao is of the Lin family. You should take care of your own massive temple and your family's needs. Running around saving the worshippers of every temple is a fool's errand.
You really are selfish.
You're the one being selfish.
Ugh.
What a troublesome situation you've gotten yourself in, kiddo.
You guys don't get it. I'm not playing around. I'm stressed every day. I feel like I should remind you that this situation won't resolve itself. You're going to keep stressing yourself out over it until you make a decision. I don't think any of them want you to go through that.
I guess so.
And the Yaogwai, they're spreading rumors. The faster you get this over with, the better.
What does that mean?
Nothing. You just think who you wish to team up with, no matter what, you'll end up hurting someone. So keep it simple for their sakes.
Why do you have to make it sound like I'm breaking up with someone?
Am I wrong? After all, their appearances are based on your preferences, not to mention all the things they can help you with. I did hear from somewhere that these gods fulfill special interests of yours, don't they, kiddo?
How do you know about that?
So it's true, I was just guessing. Why?
The Yaogwai are gossiping about me like that.
But that stuff...
Thinking about it is almost too embarrassing to handle.
Just don't make it too hard on yourself, kiddo. Think about it simply and make a decision earlier.
Think simple.
Take my spiritual advice for you to heart, kiddo.
Ragu pets me on the head.
Okay, little guy, take it easy. I'll be around here for the next few days if you need me. See ya.
Ragu says goodbye with a huffy smile before starting to fade away, as if he wasn't even there to begin with. Wait! He was gone. What kind of god just brings up a topic like that and then just leaves? What a weird god. I would never have foreseen that he would bring that up. I would have told him not to tell you if I had the chance.
Why?
I'd have figured it would make you uncomfortable, and I was most likely correct. You should just ignore the Yaogwai's gossip until it fades away. There's no harm to come from it.
Though Ragu was kinda right, Yao. You shouldn't just keep waiting until something bad happens. So let's start from Yaoli as soon as possible. Senpai, please. But we get along so well. It'd be so nice just to be with Yao forever.
I don't know. Please don't say things like that. Leopold raises a paw and gently taps Senpai on the head. Senpai plays along, acting stunned as if he just smacked him. Finally able to collect my thoughts, I look back towards the picnic and bento laid out before us. Now that Ragu has taken a bite out of the dish, wouldn't any of them even want to eat it? I've never seen them even go near anything touched by one of the others. Last time I asked Senpai about it, he just said it's practically like being able to smell someone else's drool while you're eating it. Ugh. But it was only a one bite, so maybe the rest of it is still fine. So, what do we do about the bento? All three of them remained silent. None of them wanted to have a bento anymore. It was kind of a weird mood, but I should still eat my lunch. I didn't make it for myself after all. I picked up my chopsticks and looked down at the bento. All the pieces of roasted meat laid untouched in a tidy row, but I couldn't help but recall Ragu picking up one and eating it. I sat down for a moment to calm myself. Ragu was correct. Postponing my decision isn't going to help anything. Nothing good will come from just waiting, especially for Senpai. His foot-going spirit probably won't hold that much longer. I always thought I could keep this up until the graduation. Time's running out, isn't it? But that doesn't mean I should be hasty. I need to think about this. This is my life we're talking about. I still need to think about what's best for me. If that means I need to refuse all three, I should do it sooner rather than later. However, if it was so easy to make them leave, then I wouldn't have to stress out over it. What should I do? I raised my chopsticks, about to snatch up some lunch, then suddenly, swiftly I see a paw reach in and snap away a piece of meat from my bento. Oh, delicious. He probably remembers like the choice I made. One look at Leopold's expression exposed his white lie. It wasn't delicious at all. I might as well try it, so I pick up the piece that Leopold just consumed the chi from and place it on my tongue. Yeah, it's way too salty. If someone ever tells you that you can't use too much soy sauce, they're wrong. Your pieces were cold and oily. It was better with the rice, but by no stretch of imagination would I consider it delicious. Moving on, I tried the rest of the meal. The fried veggies tasted metallic somehow, the biscuit was soggy, and while the seasoning wasn't bad, you couldn't call what's here tamagoyaki anymore. And I was thinking of how it didn't turn out well. Leopold reaches over the bento, snatching another 2 pieces of meat. But, Leopold, is it okay for you to eat that? Ragu already had a bite after all. Because Liao made this. It's not that good. Because Liao made this. There's no need to force yourself just because of that. Because Liao made this. He just keeps saying the same thing over and over again. Why's you always determined? Really, it's okay. You don't need to force yourself. Someone already had some, and it's not even that good. I don't expect you to eat it, but I want to eat. I look down at the mess of the bento I made. It doesn't taste good and doesn't look good either. Leopold takes another piece of meat, including some veggies with it this time as well. Never his veggies. Before I knew it, he took another mouthful, then another. Before long, he'll have eaten the whole thing. Considering the quality, it'd be rude not to follow his lead, so I proceed to dig in, eating the whole thing quietly before finishing up by clipping the lid back on the bento box. Once we finish eating, I pack up the leftover rubbish. We have to keep up the field clean after all. Senpai pulls out a bottle of juice and passes it to me. I take a swig and lay down against the rock under the tree, taking in the breezy scenery around me. Clouds have gathered over a distant mountain peak, creating fog in shades of white and grey. A thick haze obscured the hushed forest underneath. Even though it's spring, cold air still blows through these mountains. I zip up my jacket and let myself relax a little. As I look up, I see some tongueflower's petals drift down onto my shoulders. I brush them off, leaving them to fall on the picnic blanket below. Brilliant white petals show snow forming around me, a petal at a time. Yo, you wanna bring some of the tongueflower home with us? Home? But where would we put them? I watched the petals fall on the picnic blanket. Senpai made them blossom just for me. The fallen flowers didn't have stems, so I guess a vase wouldn't even work. For flowers like this, placing them on a plate with some water should suffice. In that case, they should keep nice for several days. Huh? Really? I imagine a picture of serenity as the tongue flowers drift across the water on a nice little plate on my bookshelf. But how do we get them home without crushing them? That's the problem. They'd get crushed in the bag. Maybe if you wash the bento box and put them in that. Wouldn't they just smell like food then? Shame I didn't bring any soap. Wait, what kind of person would bring soap to a picnic? Packing an extra box would make way more sense. Senpai gathers the flower petals into a small pile, about the size of a fist. They're beautiful, but I couldn't imagine how to keep them pristine during the trek back home. As I watched Senpai gather more flowers, I thought through what to do. This lasts just a moment as my attention shifts to Leopold walking over to the tongue tree. Before I know it, Leopold throws the flower up into the air, holding his paws around the flower as if he were about to catch them as they fell. However, none of the flowers fell back down. Instead, Leopold must be using his power to suspend them in the breeze. Wow, Niccolo, that's a cool move! Quite the waste of your divine powers. Leopold looks around a bit while keeping the flowers suspended over his paws. Soon enough, Senpai comes over with his backpack.
Coolo, can you keep the flowers floating around inside my bag?
Yes.
All the way down the mountain?
Yes.
Yeah! 3 cheers for Nicola, now we can take the flowers home thanks to him. Senpai does this happily or a leopard. It's nice to be able to take the flowers home and all, but does he really need to be so excited about it? Yeah, I was going to decorate the room with these blossoms. I guess so. And whenever you see the blossoms, you think of me. Why would I? Because I'm the one who thought to bring them home. I mean, Leopard's the one who's actually letting us be able to bring them home. But, don't you think I'm beautiful just like a giant blossom? How so? Senpai is frozen with shock, so I walk over and help Leopard open the bag so he can float the petals inside. Yo, do you like flowers? I guess so. It's a long way up here. If anything, it's a nice idea to bring them back as a souvenir for this trip. I zip the backpack back up. The bag's kind of full already. Are the flowers really floating around inside? I wonder if he'll end up getting crushed during the walk home anyway. I'm not sure, but Cleopatra's face remains unchanged, so I guess it's okay. Well, now that we've got our souvenirs, we should head back, right? But it's still so early. Are there any more places to see? We can always try that trail and see if it leads us to any pretty places. I guess Senpai's idea isn't that bad, but we took ages for us to get here. I'm just worried about going out for too far at this point. The paths are well marked, but I'm still afraid of getting lost. We don't really know where those paths go, and we'll be in big trouble if it gets stuck and we can't find our way back. It's just a bit past midday. I just don't want to go too far from the metro station. Yeah, you're right. Getting lost out there would suck. But since we have extra time, we can catch the metro back and still go and check out some of the shops before dinner. Yeah, sure. Senpai and I plan our trip back down the mountain. As we backtrack our steps on the map, none of us mention our encounter with our weird god of soul. I wonder if it was awkward for all of them too. Alright, everyone ready to head back to the station? I start packing up the remains of our picnic. Afterwards, we head off back to down the mountain. The pathways were narrow here, so we end up walking single file. Walking in a line doesn't make it easy to strike up a conversation, but I guess all of us had something to kick over in our heads after today. It really was a lot quieter than on the way up this morning, but worse to start a nice conversation just couldn't come to me. Ragu. Do the other Yaogwai really think that I'm just keeping those three around just to take advantage of them? I mean, I don't know any of us Yaogwais, so why should I care about what they think? It doesn't stop me from feeling annoyed over everything they think about me though. But I do care about how those three feel. Do they think I'm just keeping them around because of some selfish wish to have them all to myself? Probably not, or at least I don't think that they do. Definitely not Senpai. After all, he's the one always trying to make everything about romance, not me. But I guess it would be true that by not deciding anything with him, he just ends up trying to please me, trying to make me want to like him. Tiger and Leopold wouldn't think like that, would they? Tiger knows me, he knows my troubles, he knows my likes, but even then he says he's not interested in romance. He doesn't speak enough for me even take a guess at what he's thinking about. I really do hope he doesn't think I'm using him. I should ask him what he really thinks if I get a chance. I look around towards the three of them, walking single file down this narrow and winding mountain path. Some distance separates each of us. Would this be a good time to talk to them? But how am I going to do it? It's embarrassing, but I've got to just suck it up and go for it. Music has stopped. It's time for the serious moment. I guess I'm just going to keep going with Clouded Leopard. I think I found that's what route I'm going to take for this playthrough. I hesitate for a second, then I speed up my pace to catch up to a leopard in front of me.
Leopard's eyes acknowledge me as I close in behind him, but he doesn't say a word. He just keeps on moving forward silently. I'm not sure why, but I find him relaxing to just be around. For a while we just walk together. He gives me time to organize my thoughts and gather the words to say something. Leopard? About what that Grand Tree Lord Ragu was saying, did you understand any of it? Leopard appeared to be in deep thought over my question. Most of it. So, do you feel like I've been keeping you with me on purpose? Leopard shakes his head. Yo, he's stressed. I know Yo need to think. Thank you. I'm glad that he understands where I'm coming from, and that's way better than if he had believed us rumors. Man, that would have been awkward. He doesn't think I'm taking advantage of him, but still. Does he think that I may have feelings for him? I've always had the feeling that he's pretty innocent, that he probably doesn't think those kinds of thoughts, or is it just that he's naive? It's hard to ask this question in the right way. Is there something you want to say? Looking at him, I guess he's ready to say something, but it's almost as though he's biting down the words as they reach the tip of his tongue. Yo. Must come soon. I'm scared. Come to Wutai. Why? Something bad happened. Wait, what could happen? Summer. Much rain, much wind. Summer. The typhoon. Yes. But there's typhoons every year. Is something going to happen? The land could run. Land could run. Oh, I get it. You mean a landslide? Yes. You know when it could happen? I don't know. I'm scared. It's dangerous. I get it. You think that due to the typhoon this summer, a landslide will hit your village. Basically, you want me to warn the townspeople to stop that from happening. Yes. But it's not like I can suddenly appear and start talking about landslide. Would anyone believe me? I know where land run. Even so, it's not proof. Must be quick. Yao must come. I hope. Villagers believe. People will believe Yao. Huh. So he wants me to go over sooner and earn the people's trust. But to them, I'd just be some hand kid that left school to go warn them on impending doom. There's no way anyone would believe me. To these people, I'm a complete stranger. I guess Tiger talked about this as well. If I have the power to help, it would be easier to use it for the people of my hometown. Even still, it's not like I feel that I have much of a connection to the Masu people in my hometown that I've never met before either. Okay, I understand. I'll think about it. When the first typhoon strikes this summer, I will try to contact a tribe there. Now that I think about it, I do have a Rukai friend. Maybe I could let Yao help me warn his people about the landslide. They definitely believe his message more than mine. It might be a good idea to talk to him about it when we get home. Yao not come? I'm not sure yet. Let me think about it, okay? If there's any real danger, I will do my best to help. I'm worried. I know, but I shouldn't leave school during the first year. And really, I might not be the best person to go and warn them. I can do my best, but if people don't believe me, that would be useless. Yao comes. I'll help. They will believe. You can help make them believe me, maybe, but please give me some time, okay? Even if I decide to go right now, it's not that simple. For starters, I might not even be able to get a leave of absence from school. Then if we waited for summer break, I'd send in my family's permission to travel there. Without it, I'd have no money for the trip. There's still a good while until the typhoon season comes. Until then, I'll do my best to help. Leopold, please don't be so nervous, okay? Okay. Leopold still seemed nervous, but he tried his best to give a smile through that. But seeing his smile was emotional for me all the time, even if I couldn't make any promises. After all, it's just being responsible to pack my bags and run off to Wutai. I need to know how this is all going to work out before then, but I hope it does work out. Done talking, we hide back down the rest of the mountain in silence. Eventually arriving back at the metro station and walking over to the nearby markets. Senpai couldn't help himself from running around between the stalls, Zai lighting up as he browses through the various snacks. Even Tiger couldn't hold himself back, the two of them happily checking out the entire marketplace. With lifted spirits and lighter wallet, and a setting sun, we board the bus home. Yeah, I think, yeah, this is going to be a good time to stop. It's been, what? It's been 2 hours and my throat is literally dying right now. Because there was some additional character on top and all the voices I had to make, it's actually starting to hurt, so I'm going to need a break. But I don't know, I feel like we're getting somewhere to the end. Maybe not entirely close, but you can feel that the important choice is going to happen really soon. So I don't know when I'm going to keep going with this game next, but I'm going to try to do it as soon as possible, because I'm actually really getting into it right now, and really want to see what's up next again. And I'm kind of surprised that I haven't learned about some of the new characters, like the lizard and the dragon that appear before I played. Haven't seen a single drawing, so always the 3 main character, but at least I wasn't feeling like drawing, making a drawing based on this game, but now I think I know which one I'm going to draw. So yeah, more of this will be coming soon, and I'll see you then. Bye.